Hello. Okay, we're back with this base neck, Fender Squire P base, Indonesia, 2002. We proved all that. Here's the date. Okay, so you may want to go back and look at the videos that I made prior to this when this guitar was in one piece. And I didn't know how to read the serial number for the Indonesian. I just said that it was going to be the March 02 number. Well, not March, but I said it was going to be 02, and it is. So that's how much I know about that. But let me show you some things I do know about. In that, here's what I was working on. Is I'm oiling at the neck because it hasn't been like that, and it's necessary to take care of your neck. But you can't just go and slop oil on there. You could bring up problems with the frets coming loose, the inlays. And I was going to show you how to consider that. What I do over here is I got products. I use Goo Gone. Now, see, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but this is what I use, Goo Gone. Takes off a lot of gummy. For instance, there was, I don't know why, there was tape, a lot of it, on this. And so I took it off with that, and you can still see slight traces of the lines in this head here. So like there was a little slop that came this way. I took a lot of that off using the Goo Gone and trying not to let it soak into the wood, and I watched that. Alright, so if you look at it now, you'll see that there's probably just a little bit of a saturation point that right there I should have avoided. Otherwise it's very nice. I didn't damage it. And I'm trying to get at how you do this without damaging it. And what I have are just Q-tips. Wherever. Get them at your Kmart or your Albertsons box of them. And don't use them for your ears, because now you got them out here where you're working and stuff. Right? Those are just for your work anyway. So I have these reservoirs, which you should know what they're from, and these beard caps actually make very nice work ponds from. And instead of spraying this on here like this randomly, I'm going to control how I put the oil on the neck. So I'll put some in the cap like this. That's all it takes, okay? And a clean Q-tip. And don't really get that thing all the way wet, maybe like halfway is good, okay? And I'm going to just continue on. And what I do is, first I want to just spread that out across a couple frets. Don't go near any of the cuts. If there's a fret and the embed right there where the fret slot is cut out for, just avoid getting oil in it, just like underneath the fret like that, okay? And same with these inlays. We want to, I mean, we can run across them. Well, did it, no big deal, right? We're just going to avoid hitting the thing continuously and just saturating it. We don't want that oil to work inside that area that was made to seat it. Same with the frets. So we stay away like this. You know, it really isn't such a big deal to get it wet, just not to get it sloppy wet. That's the whole thing that makes it not undo itself. So see, I got something like 3 ready to go there. I want to stay away from where the fret and this comes up. And where I can see here too, I see fret wear. So I actually want to stay away from these two, because I don't see, this one looks like it's missing the filling. And I don't want to get the oil in this, so I'll just stay away from it. Okay, you see what I'm saying? And even between this joint with the neck, you know, just to make sure that that doesn't become a little bit of a gap later. Not that you're going to lose your neck. We just don't want to work stuff out. So I will go across first, and I'll spread out a measure of oil. Like I just filled this Q-tip up halfway with it. And once I get it spread out, then I'll begin to work on trying to dial it in. So as I brush it, see, I'm not spreading a lot of oil into that crack. As a matter of fact, the crack is very dry. It's like it's shadowed in there. So I didn't just soak a bunch of oil underneath the fret. And I'm going to do it on this side too. And I'm not pushing into the crack like this. I'm going. See, that's the problem. Just very light touch. Just yeah, that's good. You did. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this one the same way because I feel confident with the oil left on this. I'm not going to do no damage. So once you do get it down to a certain kind of saturation inside your swab, when you're doing it like this, you can feel comfortable with it, knowing you're not just going to gush underneath those frets a huge glob of oil. Go ahead and do it like this. Okay, that was the whole point with spreading out in the first place, was to get it down to you can have like a consistency where you're going to be able to work it. Okay, so then I do like maybe I did the first 3 but down here because they're getting close together. I did 4, whatever, about that space each time with that half a swab full of this oil. Now this oil should be linseed oil, is what is natural, has been around for the hundreds of years the country has been developing, and they've used it that long too. But this stuff here is more engineered. It's honey. Y'all should know it. It's guitar honey. I don't know. You should know it or whatever. But it's Papa's brand, guitar honey. And this is my test run with it. I want to see how it works. I'm just doing it to compare it against just using plain linseed oil for one. And I don't think this guitar will be around for a comparison. This guitar neck, because I am selling it right now. Okay, so I'm going to continue and I'm going to do this next row too. Just like this. I'm going to work it down the whole way. So when you're looking at this video too, the part is a possibility you're going to be bidding or wanting to bid on it. See it and notice how I treat this property, okay? See, right now I'm getting that swap. It's heavy, and that wood right there just wants to drink it up. So I'm pushing down. I'm trying to get it dry so when I get around the frets, it has a it doesn't have any puddles in it to go underneath the fret. See, and again I'm staying away from that inlay for now. Okay, and I can see that this one here was I worked on. I have enough to do a couple more. And for sure, I think it's not so much what you put out here in the center. You want to actually soak the hell out of that. That's what you got to do around all the inlays, including the fill on this. This neck here, I see the fret wire on the ends of each of these. I guess that's cool. I'd rather see the inlay though, or the fill. I'm used to seeing the fill. This one here. So I'm just going to go ahead and like this. Now what you're going to do when you get it to the point where you think you're done, you're going to go back and wipe it all off what's left of it. And don't worry about it going in the cracks at that time, because it's not. It's so light in concentration, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not just puddling underneath the fret wire right now doing this. Alright? So there you go. When you get this neck, the person who's going to buy this, I'm going to put it on auction for 99 cents on eBay. And when you get this neck, you're going to know that somebody took care of it. And you're not going to have to go through this. A lot of people really don't fathom the proper way to do this kind of stuff, but this is the way guitars are handled. Guitars you want to keep, of course. You know, some guitars like skateboards. So whatever. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish this without you. Just a couple frets. And you'll be seeing this on my eBay account at 888ISM. That's my username. My shop name, my store is Parts A Lot. That's what I do, part things out. Alright. Thanks for watching. I hope I gave you something.